Well, hello everyone. This is Neil Reimers, aka Cloud Chief, and I am showing you the Pure Leverage conference room. I am doing it with a side-by-side comparison with what it will look like from a guest's perspective and the moderator's perspective when you are in the conference room. This is just some really powerful software. I think it's a lot more useful than GoToMeeting and GoToWebinar. And if you're running a business, you're going to want to be able to meet with people and possibly hold meetings and webinars and stuff. And software is just really powerful for that. So we're gonna jump into it. We can see over here our guest Kaladin. We can come over here and click on the guest. I can add him into duplex mode. That's basically like a small conference room. So if we had like a webinar going, I could add him to like a small group so I could talk to him and no one else would know. This click here to invite him to private chat only. That's the same thing as the conference room, but private conference room. That's just for audio. This is for video. Over here, I can kick the member out of the room. This is so I can buzz the person. So if I like click here, you can see it says, I'm waiting for the user. And then I can grant them moderator access. So I can click this, and then they would have all the rights that I currently have. So if I invite them to audio chat, and it would pull up and just use the webcam. But I'm not gonna just display a empty room for the one chat or the one webcam. But up here is all the room settings for the moderator. I can click here and you can quickly just turn on or off all the settings. You can click this and it disables the talk now button for all guests, and that's just so they can't be showing their webcam. It basically, talk now would end up being who the current speaker is. You can click this and this would disable it, so any messages showing up in the chat only the moderators would see. Any current chat that's already been typed up on the users would be shown once you turn this on, but then all chat after that point won't show up except for the moderators to see. This disables the chat box for the users, so they can't even type in the chat. Click this and it disables the video, so they can't use the video feature. This disables file sharing, so they can't share out files or send files for guests. This would hide the members list. So as you can see right there, the members list disappeared. So you can use that if you don't want people to see who all's in the conference room. And I'm not sure what this does. What is this? Hide the room's list for all guests in the room. I guess the members list would be like moderators or anyone I added to the group, and then this is going to show all the guests. And you can quickly turn all these features on or off, which is pretty cool. It gives you a lot of functionality for the chat room. And then up here, you can lock the room. I can say I can lock it till the conference starts, or I can say no so people can just come in. And then I could just lock the room for new members only, and I can set a delay for how long, and then you can leave a comment for why the room's locked. So lots of functionality about that, and then the chat's just displayed over here, so I'm gonna be like, You can see the chat come up. You can come over here, I think, so we can clear all the messages if need be. And let's get into the functionality of this. You can actually record all these meetings. Oop. I do have it. There we go. Wasn't activated yet. So you can record just your microphone. You can record just your camera and your microphone, your desktop, or any and all of them. Compression level is set to how much space it's going to take up when it's recording. A higher compression is going to take up less space, but then it's going to take longer to render. You can set the type of file that it's going to record as. So you can do AVI, Flash, and there's other ones there. This would open up where your old recordings are, and then this is convert your recordings, because when it records it doesn't actually record it as an AVI. You have to convert it first. It saves it as some weird format. I'm not even sure what it is. I was looking at that earlier. So that's some really cool functionality. If you hit the talk now, this will turn on my webcam so you can see me. That way when you're doing the light's kind of in the way. So when you're doing your webinar, people can see you and talk to you and actually see your face, which is good, so that way people can connect with you. I have there we go. So you can see there's a slight delay with the video, but it's still very nice. That way you can have video going for your meeting. And then in here within the chat, you can set up like a voting system. So if you have something you want to vote on in the conference room, you can just quickly type up So there we created the poll, and then the users can come over here and just say what they want to vote for, and you can get your poll results, and it actually saves the poll results for you in a folder just off where it saves the recordings. So and that the browser, this is kind of like a web browser. It sort of works. This is the only feature in here that I'm not excited about. I really don't like this just because some websites don't pull up. Like, go to Google. Like, it doesn't seem to pull up search engines, but it'll pull up like a lot of other sites, but it doesn't even look good. If I wanted to show a website or something like that, I would just share out my desktop, which is a feature that this has, and that way you can then just pull it up in your browser and then you have the full functionality. Because this is taking forever. But let's try and pull up my website. So we can actually see a website pull up. There we go. And it's not exactly formatted right. Yeah, it's kind of squished. This is, so the users can see. I've actually not played with this part. Yeah, see, I can't even scroll down. But as I'm scrolling down, it's not scrolling down for the user. See, this is why I don't like this. And I would just, like I said, I would just share out your desktop and show a browser that way. So presentations, this is really cool. So you can just upload a PowerPoint presentation. This is one for a webinar I did recently. And as you can see, it has all the slides over here and all the tools for the PowerPoint presentation. But on the guest, it's not showing up. So I can very easily say, oh, if I wanted to skip to another slide, I can just do that. And then you can just click for the next slide. And it changes for the users. And then I can just stop the presentation if I want. Other nice thing about it is it even gives you tools. So I have this here, and you can draw. So I could say draw an arrow, be like pointing to here, and I've seen people do all kinds of different stuff. Oop. When they're trying to show a presentation. So this would draw, lines. And then it clears it, and you can type out text, put up different objects. So just really cool presenting software, especially since it's very simple. You can just do a PowerPoint presentation and it runs completely off the PowerPoint presentation. And then whiteboard, it's kind of just like what I was using, where you could draw on it. So you can come here and you can type out Ah. So draw a horrible underline. Oop. But as you can see, yeah, you can come here and so that's the whiteboard and all the different stuff you can do with that. So then there, you can even, if you drew something amazing, if you're good at drawing, I'm not a very good artist, you can save the picture to your computer. Video, this is so if during your presentation you had a video you wanted to show, you can upload your own, or you can just point it to URL. Let's pull up. Oh, there we go.
Hey guys,
So there we
hey
go.
guys, I'm so excited right now. Just got.
And that's how you can play a video for everyone in the conference room, which is pretty cool. And you, of course, can just upload your own. Just browse, find a video that's on your computer. And then desktop, this is how I can share the desktop out. So you hit start sharing. You can share a certain window, you can share a certain section of your screen, or you can share the full screen. So I come up here, pull up like peer leverage. And they can watch as you do whatever on your computer, whatever you want to show them. If you want to show someone a certain piece of software or whatever it is, they can see that right on the screen. So it's pretty cool screen sharing software there. And then this is part of the duplex mode for audio. I haven't actually used this, so I can't really say much about it, but other than that, that's, you know, the conference room and everything it does. That was just so you can adjust the settings for your microphone and your webcam. Up here is if you want it display in a different language, and it changes all the text and everything for that language, which is pretty cool. So, and then up here you can just click to share if you want to share it to Facebook or Twitter. And this would basically just share out saying I'm running a meeting right now, so that way you can let your Twitter followers know or Facebook followers know that you're having a meeting. So that's the online conference room with a side-by-side look for how it works for moderators and guests. I hope you enjoyed this video, and may you have success in all you do.